Here's a treat from Anna. I'm so excited for February. I really can't wait for Katie Keene, but Fantasy Island looks so good as well. Also, it's my birthday in February, so this month really will be amazing. And joining me now is Lucy Hale, the star of Blumhouse's Fantasy Island and the CW show Katie Keene. So much going on. Hi,
how are you?
I'm good, how are you doing?
Great, thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here.
Of course.
So the last time you were here on this couch, you were filming Fantasy Island. Do you remember?
I know, I'm trying to remember when I was here last. I can't remember at what point
It was
in the year.
It was before me. So it's before you started filming.
Before I started filming, yes.
I wasn't working here, so it was a whole other world.
Oh, got it. Yeah. So it's been exactly a year ago, almost, that we filmed Fantasy Island, and I was in Fiji for 2 months.
Yes.
It's exciting. Yeah. It's weird what a year can do.
Yeah, a year can do a lot. But
Yeah.
before we get into what happened in that year, let's take a look at the clip.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm on Fantasy Island. I'm in a super creepy control room, and I'm about to get this thing started.
Huh, there's a lot of red buttons. That one's flashing. Must be the one. Here we go. No way. Sloan? That's a really good hologram. Okay, Hollow Sloan. Let's have some fun. Oh my God. That's really her.
Wow, that was very dark.
The drama.
So much drama.
Yes.
All right, so how does it feel to have it finally coming out in theaters?
You know what? You work so hard with hundreds of other people. Like, you all have the same end goal, but then you just wait and you wait and you wait.
Yeah.
And so we've all been so eager and so anxious. And we had the premiere the other night, and it's a blast. It's such a fun movie. We had a really great time doing it, and I hope people enjoy it. I hope the fans of the original show like it, and I think people who've never heard of the original show will still enjoy it too.
We'll get some joy out of this.
I hope so. I mean, if you enjoy torture, you will get a lot of joy.
Yes, it's very up my alley. So I have to bring up the fact that you were also in Truth or Dare, same Blumhouse. So are you a big fan of horror? Is this your new genre for you?
I think you could say that, like, I'm a scream queen. Yeah, I definitely, there's a theme here. You know, like Pretty Little Liars had some of the, you know, suspense thriller thing going on. And I don't know if it's been intentional, but I love making those movies and watching those movies. And Truth or Dare was a success and so much fun. And Blumhouse was like, please do another one with us. So I read the script and I was like, that's a character I've never played before, and I wanna tackle that.
And your character, Melanie, is a complicated person. She's trying to get back at her...
She's complex.
Bully.
Revenge on a childhood bully.
Yes, how did you prepare for this role? Was there a bully you were imagining?
You know what, like, seeing the movie, you'll be like, wow, Melanie is really tormented. She is traumatized. And I definitely, not to that extent, but I think we can all relate to feeling like an outcast or like we've been wronged. But that was the biggest challenge, was stepping into Melanie's mindset, and, you know, because we think so differently. And I would never do or say most of the things that she was doing and saying. So accepting who she was probably the biggest challenge.
All right, well, you got to do this role in a beautiful place, a Fijian island.
I know, it was really difficult.
Insane.
Yeah.
Did you get to take some time off and enjoy the beach and the sun at all?
So we were there for 2 months, and because it was such an ensemble, there were, you know, days where we weren't working. So we were like hiking up to waterfalls and jumping off of waterfalls and scuba diving and snorkeling and kayaking. It was really fun. It was like half vacation, half
It sounds like a vacation.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. When I was posting stuff on Instagram, my friends were like, are you actually filming a movie
They're like,
there?
"Oh, you're not working."
Yeah, it didn't look like work.
But you were living on a cruise ship during this time.
Yes.
Talk to me about that experience.
So in the movie, you'll see there's like the big Fantasy Island house, and the island is actually in the middle of nowhere. It's a remote island, and we had to live on I don't know if it was quite a cruise ship. It was somewhere between a cruise ship and like a large boat. We were like somewhere in the middle. And the whole cast and crew lived on it.
Everyone. Were there bunk beds?
Luckily, some people got bunk beds. Some people, I got my own room, luckily. I like played my cards right.
You deserve.
And, but still, the rooms are like this big. We had meals together. We got to know each other very well.
I'm sure. Well, all right, so moving on to a different topic. You have a new show, Katie Keene, came out last week.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Thank you.
And it was filmed in New York City.
Yes.
So the hottest question of the day is, did you feel like the new Carrie Bradshaw running around this town filming?
Oh my God. You know what? Those comparisons are so lovely. And New York is new to me. In Katie Keene, Katie is born and bred. She's from the Lower East Side. But for Lucy, I've only, up until doing the show, I had only been in New York like 3 days at most at a
Wow.
time. So I got to discover the city, and it's really, like you said, it's really amazing. We got to showcase how beautiful it is. It really is like the center of the universe, in my opinion, and we get to show up all these beautiful locations, and there is a Sex and the City vibe for sure.
It for sure does have that.
Yeah, we'll take
which
those
I live
comparisons any
for, because
day.
I live for
Thank
Sex and the
you.
City, so I
Oh,
think
yeah.
you deserve to also have that
Thank
part of your
you.
lineage, too.
The fashion is very fun on our show as well.
All right, so but in the show, Katie Keene is a spinoff of Riverdale, and
Yes.
Katie and Riverdale's Josie are connected through Veronica Lodge.
Yes.
And in the first episode, we get a little nod to Riverdale when there's a mention of the murder capital,
Yes.
a little nice Easter egg.
Yes.
Will there continue to be those Easter eggs throughout the series?
There's quite a few, probably a couple, not every episode, but we have not only Easter eggs, we have some familiar faces that
Okay.
are coming too. And but as far as the timeline, so Katie Keene takes place in the future.
Okay.
So it's like 5 years in the
Yeah.
future. So I actually did an episode of Riverdale, so I had to go back in time. I thought I was done playing a teenager, but it turns out I got to play it one last time on Riverdale. Like, I'm 30, you guys. I can't do this any
We're
longer.
the same age, and you're like, oh, this
they
is
like
getting
put a
old.
backpack on me and were like, you're a teenager. And I'm like, let's do this. But it was great. It was cool because you got an introduction into who Katie Keene is.
Okay.
Through, the fans of Riverdale are insane and amazing.
They
So
are obsessed.
It was great PR for our show.
For sure, for sure. All right, so I have to bring up something else that came up in Cosmo in an interview recently. You
Oh
said
God,
that
here we go. I'm
'Cause
like, what? There's a couple of things I think I know.
You think because I'm also
Yeah.
a single gal in the city. I'm
Okay.
also on a dating app that I think is the same dating app,
Is it-
and you tried to
can we
match. You
say
can't
the
say
name?
it because you'll get kicked off.
Oh God. Okay.
Don't
no,
do
we
it.
can't.
You will get kicked
Oh my
off.
God. We need to stay on it. It's so
Yes,
fun. Okay,
we have
got
to say
it.
because
I
we're
didn't know
single
that.
girls. Yes, don't do it.
I think I mentioned it.
John. Okay. Before we get to that part, John Mayer.
Mayer,
You tried to match with him. I tried to match with him. What happened? Did you match?
Okay. I didn't get matched. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well.
I really didn't. I was joking.
Oh God. Oh well. I don't know. I mean, it's 2020. Like whatever.
Did you imagine me and John Mayer?
I would love that for you.
Thank you.
No, you know what? There's a lot of familiar faces on there, and it's so silly. It's so, isn't it funny?
It's
like
so-
if I see actor, model, I'm like, no. But it is fun because it kind of, I love creative people, and so it's all like creatives in one place.
Is that
But
your type?
I need to learn to keep my mouth closed though, because you would be surprised. So many people have asked me about this dating app now.
I'm sure, and people,
Yeah.
and they will kick you off if you say the name.
Oh shoot, I can't get kicked off.
But how is it? Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm also newer to New York. How was dating in New York while you're on the
I
app?
didn't go on one date.
I haven't.
I didn't go on one date, and I'll tell you why. Because Katie Keene is a busy show. We were filming a lot, and the weekends would roll around, and I'm like, I need to spend time with my dog. I need to sleep. I need to go to Soul Cycle. I need to do all these things.
We are the same. Same Soul
need to-
Cycle.
we need
A
to
man
put
or Soul
ourselves out there.
Cycle.
Exactly. I know.
There are choices.
They
that
can
have to be
wait.
made.
I come first. Yeah.
I come first. Put
Yeah.
that on a shirt. All right, before I let you go, I want to bring up another thing from your past, which is American Juniors, which
Yes.
is the youth spinoff of American Idol. One season, you were a star in it. Looking back at that moment, is there any advice you'd like to give to a young Lucy?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I look back and I can't believe that I handled all of that, because it really was like American Idol where it was live, people were judging you, people were voting you in, and I don't think I could handle that now, so I don't know how I handled that then. So I want to just say, yay, young Lucy.
Bravo.
She did it.
She's come so far. Look at that. Applause.
See?
Our massive audience.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh my God. Well, Lucy,
The gods are listening.
oh my gosh. Well, Lucy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having
It's
me.
been great to have you, of course,
Yes.
of course. Well, Blumhouse's Fantasy Island is out now, and you can watch Katie Keene on Thursdays at 8, 7 Central on the CW. Up next, more AM2DM.